Hey everybody, welcome back. So doing a pickups video, a couple things I've gotten in actually the last couple weeks, but I decided to kind of wait so I could do sort of a couple of them all at once in one video. So we're just going to dive right into it. First up, I got in a couple soundtrack CDs, and these are ones that were part of the buy soundtracks. They had, it was like a weekend sale, like a quick sale where they had anything in their collection that was, I guess, considered a compilation was on sale, and like on sale like really cheap. So first up, I got the soundtrack for the Angel trilogy. As you know, I'm a fan of the Angel films. I didn't even know there was actually a soundtrack to them, but it does have all three, which is cool because actually each one did have a different composer. So for example, the first one had Craig Safin, second one had the great Christopher Young, and third one was Eric Alleman. So cool to have. Next up is the score to Flash Gordon, and it also has the score to Amityville 3D, both done by Howard Blake. Just kind of, this has actually, I think, been out for a while, and I never grabbed it, and I was just like, well, it was on the sale, it was kind of cheap, so I decided to go ahead and finally grab it. And then finally, probably my favorite that I got, and this is the Alan Howarth Live at Hollywood Theater. This is so awesome. So before John Carpenter started doing his tour a couple years ago, where he was sort of doing all the themes from his films and stuff, Alan Howarth was doing it, and I actually saw him at Flashback Weekend maybe 5 years ago or something do it, and it was such an amazing experience. And I didn't realize that there was a CD release of him doing that at the Hollywood Theater. And what's cool about it is that he really did a fantastic job of sort of finding a way to sort of blend a lot of the themes from the different movies into each other. So it's a really amazing listening experience. I've been listening to this a lot lately, like every day, probably several times a day. Such a great release. So yeah, highly recommend it too if you guys are interested in getting it. Limited to 500, so probably wouldn't sit on it. And what was nice too is when this came in, and I was not expecting this, it actually has an autographed insert. Hope you can see that okay. It's sort of autographed in silver, so it might be a little bit hard to see. It's right under the Live at Hollywood Theater. So definitely a great release. And again, got those at Buy Soundtracks. All right, so next up are the movies. One of them I have been meaning to get for a while, and it went a little bit on sale on Amazon thanks to a buddy of mine who gave me the heads up, and that is the Arrow release of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Been wanting to get the Arrow release since it came out, but so just pricey enough. I was like, because I already had the German release and everything, so I was like, I could wait a little longer. It went on sale, I had some points, I could get a couple extra bucks off too, so definitely hit that sweet spot. Next one are the two Vestron titles, the new ones. We finally have new Vestron titles. So first up, Little Monsters, as you can see there, and there's the back. And the interesting thing about these new ones, so two things. One, usually I flip the inside cover, but they don't have the original poster artwork on the flips. In fact, there's nothing on the flip on the inside, which is kind of a shame, but these actually do now come with digital copies, which the previous ones did not. And of course, the next up is David Cronenberg's Shivers. So there's the front, and there is the back. So I was happy to get both of these. And Shivers was the one, by the way, because you were wondering, that for some reason took the longest to get to me. This is actually the holdup as to why this video is a little bit later than I was originally planning. Next up are two very exciting ones to have in 4K. First up is the Alfred Hitchcock Classic Collection in 4K with Rear Window, Vertigo, Psycho, and The Birds. I was very excited to finally get this. I was at a Best Buy and they had it there, and it was just like, I'm grabbing it. So what I like and dislike about it, the inside of it, is sort of that little kind of book-like way, which is nice on the one end because, let's see if you can see this. I mean, look, you open it up, you got that amazing inside artwork, and then you have, each film sort of lists the special features and just has the poster, just a nice image. And obviously, as you can see right out of the gate, my least favorite thing, of course, is it's got the sleeves, which makes the movies very hard to get out, and yeah, it's my least favorite type of packaging. But just as you can see real quick, so there's the Vertigo inside, sorry about the glare. Here is the Psycho one. And finally, there is the Birds. And then the last page, which is very cool, like that. And then there's the back, which is also nice. I like the profile picture of Hitch. I can call him Hitch, can't I? So from a design standpoint, it's really, really nice. But again, I absolutely despise these sleeves because it's a very good chance you're gonna scratch a disc. Now I need to actually double check, but I believe all the bonus features might actually be on the 4K disc. He's not just on the included Blu-ray, which I'm kind of hoping. I really hope that happens more often. I hope that's the case. And then next up, Rear Window and Psycho are my two favorite Hitchcock films. I did actually get the Best Buy Steelbook for Psycho. So there's the front, and there, whoop, let me remember that. And there's the back of the steelbook, and then there's the inside there. Now, if Rear Window had a steelbook, I would definitely pick it up, but Psycho only did. I kind of actually do like the look of the steelbook, so I definitely wanted to grab it, even though it does actually kind of go against my new rule when it comes to collecting things, which I am going to do a video on. But I made the exception because it's Psycho. And I did just find out literally just a little bit ago that as excited I am to have these Hitchcock discs, unfortunately, especially, I believe only Psycho, I hope it's the only one, actually has an audio error, I believe, in the original mono track. Still kind of confused as to what that error is. I don't know if it's like a sound effect that is supposed to be there that isn't, or something is too loud. I'm kind of confused. Universal is doing a replacement disc program, at least, so they are correcting it. I'm just trying to figure out all the details. And obviously I have 2 copies of Psycho that I'm gonna have to get replacements for, so yay. And then finally, something that is very, very cool. This is actually, as you know, Dawn of the Dead is one of my top 3 favorite films of all time. I'm even wearing my Dawn shirt today. And this is something I saw on eBay and was like, I need to get that. And that is the PSP version of the Anchor Bay release of Dawn of the Dead. This is the front. Actually, there's the side, and there is the back. Now, I don't know how many of you remember, but Sony actually had a portable game system, and the first version of it, I don't know if it carried, I don't think it carried over. I think there were 3 different versions, but I think only the first one had the capabilities to actually play movies on these very specific kinds of discs. They call them UMD video discs. I was looking at these, and these were very, very pricey, but someone had one. I gave them kind of a low offer, and they took it, so I was just like, thank you, and I went ahead and grabbed it. What I did not know is that, if you can see that, it's actually still sealed, even though it was listed as used. So I'm actually going to open it right now. So for all I know, the disc inside is all smashed. So this thing is probably now, how many years old would this be? Because these things might have been like early 2000s or something, like 2005 or something like that. I can't remember. Wow, this thing is not opening up. Okay, I'm gonna have to get a little bit more severe with this, but I want to be very careful because the thing is this shrink wrap. Then if this is indeed the original shrink wrap, again, it's probably been on there for like 15 years or something. Yeah, I think I got an opening here. All right, let's see if I can do this without incident. Wow, this is not coming off. There we go. We are, there it is, old shrink wrap. All right, here's Dawn of the Dead. Let's open it up. Ooh, okay, the UMD disc is loose, but it looks like it's in good condition. Just for reference, there's the inside, not much. Very faint image on the inside of some of the zombies. The very, very old security thing there. And here is the disc. As you can see there it is, UMD. I know it's upside down. It's going to drive me nuts, but these things, I don't want to touch the disc on the inside to turn that around. All right, so I'm going to put this back in its proper way. There we go. So there it is. So cool. I'm very, very excited to have this. I don't have Dawn of the Dead on every format, but now I'm actually getting one step closer. Actually, now I have quite a few. And in case you're wondering, yes, I actually do have an old PSP. As soon as this came in, I sort of had it more on display. So I got the plug and I have it charging. So I'm going to actually see if this actually works. So I'm going to film that and you can watch it right now. Okay, so here is my PSP, and yep, about to pop in the movie. Let's see if I can even remember how to still do this. I think it goes in like this. All right, there it is. Reading Dawn of the Dead still image. All right, and the FBI warning. Okay, and there is the main screen. There's only one option to play, so we are going to go ahead and play. And there it is. Probably can't play too long without getting a copyright strike, so... Alright, so basically, as you can tell, it seems to be playing okay. I hope you can hear it okay. I have the volume turned up, but I don't know how well it's getting picked up on the speakers. And there's George. That's basically what I was waiting for. Alright, so it seems to be working really, really well. I'm so happy to have this in the collection now to add to my Dawn of the Dead stuff. So as you can see, it actually works perfectly. That was actually kind of an exciting moment for me. I wasn't sure if it's actually going to work or not, but obviously it does. Actually, I'm happy my PSP still works as well. So I think that is everything for this pickups video. Definitely wanted to end this luckily on a highlight. So definitely let me know if you picked up anything recently. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.